good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is while you're watching this. I am going to show you guys how I color correct with a blush from Seint Beauty. So I recently did just become an artist. I also am posting a unboxing of the basic artist kit, so I'm super excited for that. I love this product because it comes in this one compact. Everything you need is in here. You don't need to go digging through a makeup bag. It's just much more convenient, and I just feel like it gives my skin such a beautiful glow that I'm not going back to any other makeup ever. So I do have some dark under eyes. You can probably tell right now. I already did my eye makeup just because I always do my eye makeup first, just in case I get fallout and things like that. So what I do is I take this color here, which is Frenchie. It has like it's very corally. So what's good about that is there's like a mix between the red and orange, which is great to cancel out blues. So I just take a very tiny bit with my finger, and I'm just so very gently dabbing it and focusing it right where I have the most discoloration, which is right under here. You can see it already brightened it. You can see the difference. Isn't that crazy? Just that one simple little trick honestly saves you a lot, because you don't want to keep building up trying to cover that discoloration with shades, because then it's gonna look cakey. So I'm gonna do the other eye, and then once I finish that, might need a little bit more. Okay, I think I need a little bit more just to cover it. I'm just gently tapping it. Don't want to pull my under eye. The skin's very delicate, so you just want to be very gentle with this. Okay. Boom. That's it. And I take the sponge and just I already got it pretty good with my finger with the blending. So I'm just going to, again, just kind of with a beauty blender, gently touch it just to get any excess off. Boom, done. Barely had to do it because I already got it really good with my finger. So I'm just gonna show you the rest of my face so I can do my under eyes. So they tell you to start with a contour. You can do it honestly however you like. I am actually going to start by using a blush. I am going to use the shade Nude, and why I do this is because I find that when I start with my contour first, the contour starts getting lost in the blush, in the bronzer. So then you can't really see what I contoured. So I'm just gonna use this color here, which is Nude. I love this color. It's definitely my favorite. It has a little bit of kind of everything in it. A little red, a little pink. And I'm just gently tapping it. I'm gonna touch it up at the end, but I wanted to do that first so that when I come in with my contour and everything else, you can actually see it. Okay. And if you notice, I'm just very gently dabbing. You do not need a ton of this product. It is so pigmented. You just need to barely tap it. and then you just build up to the amount that you want. And that's literally it, you guys. This makeup is so easy. I feel like, I don't want to say I was terrible at doing makeup prior to this, but I definitely was not as good with blush and everything else. Like, I feel like with this I get a lot of control, a lot better coverage. I'm not caking my face as much as I used to. I used to put a ton of makeup on thinking that it was going to cover my pores, which honestly it never did. I always had the texture of my pores in my skin because it's just not realistic to try to get rid of them. And there's nothing wrong with having pores. They're good for your skin. So that's it with that. I'm now going to take my contour after, and I use the shade Astoria. So you can see it's this one here. I don't know if I pointed to that. You can see here. Yeah, there we go. I'm using a different brush. I do have a brush that I could use. A lot of girls use it. They use the 3D foundation brush, and they go like this to get a thinner, oh, actually, I guess just less surface area overall, so that it can be more defined. I have a Morphe brush from ever ago. It was a part of their Gilded collection. So I love this. It already is very, if you can see this, it's like very narrow. So it's a lot, and you get a lot of control with it. I'm just going under where I applied the blush, not going too far down, stopping kind of where my pupil is. Boom. Okay, and then just gonna bring it up. Probably will speed through this part. Kind of boring. Finished contouring, you can see. So the next thing you want to do is you can use either or. This is the buff brush. I also have the 3D foundation brush. It really depends on what type of coverage. This will definitely be more full coverage. This will be less coverage. A lot of people like actually to apply with the bronzer and blush brush. This I will use at the end to just kind of bronze out my face and really kind of, it definitely gives a lighter coverage, especially when you first start applying it. You build up coverage very quickly, not intentionally, but it does happen. So again, I'm just gonna go in. This is my main highlight in June, and then I will be doing my highlight that's kind of like the concealer in this shade White Peach. So I'm just gonna tap it and slide. I do like a tap and slide motion, if that makes sense. Okay, I just finished applying like the main shade all over, so you can see it's nice and color corrected. All I'm gonna do now is kind of blend it, especially in places I didn't use so much. I'm using the 3D foundation brush on the more tapered end. I'm gonna get right under the contour, and I do like to also use the sponge to blend everything out. Now, very, very gently, I am going to use my main shade again, June, just to build up under the eye some more coverage, and then I'll go back with White Peach, which is my highlighting shade. I'm just being very, very gentle. Then I'm gonna also take the sponge again and just pat everything into the skin. Okay. Now I'm gonna use White Peach and go in here, here, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, right here above the lip, and right on the center of my chin. I'm gonna speed through this, and after I always do this, I don't know why, but I always forget to contour my nose, so I'm gonna do that as well. Okay, so I did all that, the nose contour, everything. Now I'm going to use the Bella bronzer. Looks like this, with the blush and bronzer brush. And again, just lightly patting it. Now I'm gonna really blend all of the contour in and really define it. And then after, I'm just gonna go back up and touch up the blush as well. Now I'm just gonna go back in and just touch up the blush, so it's the blush part is nice defined. Also, normally on like an everyday, for an everyday, just very soft look, I love to use this Nude blush also on my lids and on my cheeks. I use it both places. It's like a very beautiful monochromatic look. I love it. Okay, that was it, you guys. I don't know if you can see, it is so nice. Just so glowy, dewy. I love everything about it. I'm just gonna pat it all down now, especially under the eye. You can also, I do have the Illuminator, so I'm gonna use that just with my finger. I have the one in Pearl, which is right here. And just pat that in very gently where you want it to be defined. It's so pretty. And I've never really used cream highlights before, like ever, but I love this one. It's in the shade Pearl. I think I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again because I really, really like it. Okay, so pretty. And then just setting my under eyes with the opposite end of the 3D brush. I'm just going to use setting powder very, very carefully, because if you do too much, I'm gonna press it. You'll very quickly make your eyes look aged. So you just have to be very careful with it. And then I'm gonna do it just because I know I might be eating out later and sitting outside, so just where I would normally get oily. Boom. That's it. So pretty. I just love it. I love this makeup. All I have to do, I use different brow stuff. I use this. I just picked it up. It's Brow Styler by Almay. I already have microplated eyebrows, so there's no need for me to just like go in and do like the gel brow, soap brow, because they're already microbladed. And then I also just need to do my bottom eyelashes. I already did my top eyelashes. If you're curious, it is Lashify in the style D, and on the very edges, the FX style. I love how the FXs are very curled, and when you put them and they're so curled on the ends, it gives you a nice lifted eye look. I love it. I always do this. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are interested in being a Seint artist or getting color matched, I'm gonna put the links down below in the comment section. And if you do have any questions, you can always feel free to comment or follow me on Instagram, and I can reply there as well. All right, bye guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you are interested in Seint, I highly recommend trying it. You have 30 days to return it anyways if you wind up not being for you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is you're watching this. Take care, guys.